Renekton, I think, would fit really well in this situation. The thing is, I actually think this is a great spot for Nilah. Sometimes you see it picked in awful spots, but when the enemy team has so much dive, you kind of, it's ideal for a champion like Nilah who's so good at surviving against, who has that ability to dodge autos. You get a good matchup for Canna as well into the Aatrox, and it means that even if the Nilah isn't super far ahead,
any of these lanes either.
Yeah, I was just going to say it's a great point. The fact that you have a Nocturne as well, you know, everyone's wanting a bailout, no one's going to get it, and Grizzly's trying to fight here.
I don't know about this, as Grizzly is just trying to keep his back away from the wall, but Showmaker's moving in first. There's the heroic charge, splash out from Canyon, and first blood to Showmaker again!
And Ori behind on the plays.
So nearly would have been able to get Grizzly in range, get some hits down, but Showmaker once again dodges away.
Ooh, slice, dice, Dominus here for Canna, doing a lot of damage to Kingin. He tries to find the Q, does get there as Grizzly turns up, flash is available, and not even used. Grizzly gonna get them on the board.
All right, Grizzly making some plays here, top side, trying to get the pick on the Canyon, was unsuccessful, but then is able to, this one happened is down here.
Yeah, Pulverize does come through. Life gonna have to crash away from this one as well. The flash forward from Deft, he's looking for it and he'll get it. Now Viper trying to fight back as Deft is relatively low, but look at
Box, essentially on these next team fights, this next streak fight, is pivotal.
Is Kingin gonna be okay is the question. There's the flash headbutt pull from Kellen, and Kellen's saying absolutely not. He's not even gonna flash, doesn't want to waste it because he knew he was very dead. And Canna Tech does a fair bit of damage if you are in range of it, as Kellen just having fun with his Hex Flash. And here's the Flash Magnet Storm. Life finds one with it as Kingin gets into the backline. Emperor's Divide is fantastic. The Infernal Chains come in, but the Pulverize from Kellen. Grizzly going down so low, but he'll be able to take the Azir with him. They're looking for more. Kingin is gigantic, and Deft will be taken down. This is the World Championship MVP, Kingin, coming for you in this game 3. And he'll look for even more. The Infernal Chains lock it down, and he still lives.
And the Aatrox just
get all of the extra resistances, and you've got Chemtech.
And the healing and shield power is pretty good for multiple champions across this. You know,
all of the chain CC. I think in the last fight it was just a little bit of a mess, and I think Kingin getting it on top was just icing on the cake here for Hanwha.
Help out win the next fight, and then you don't have that big threat. And yeah, Ori can help pick with Viper, but if you get to be the first ones on the play, I think the advantage is really huge. It's kinda in trouble.
He's gonna get ulted, does Dominus, makes sure that he can get that one out, but it's not going to save him. That's gonna be a very comfortable kill for Hanwha Esports underneath the turret in the bottom lane.
And with you being this far ahead as an Aatrox into Renekton, the Renekton's going to start to feel really useless, and even if you're even at this point.
Canna, so 5v5 on the cards. Hanwha Esports, they have the split right now. Kingin looking for that flank angle as the Dominus does come through. Life looking to get in there as they do break away, and now Emperor's Divide. Oh, it's going to break off Zeka, but can they actually find more is the question. Deft flashes the wall. They managed to pick up 2, but the Nilah will still go down. Canna deals with Viper though, and I don't know whether Kingin's going to be able to do the same heroics this time around. They take down Deft, but they lose Soul Point and so much more.
And Showmaker just does such a fantastic job of disengaging there, and Deft ends up playing Peel for him, catches Zeka and Grizzly.
As well, and when this engage comes through, Showmaker's reaction time is perfect, catches the Ori. Look at Kellen pushing them out. Meanwhile,
yeah, in the meantime, Canyon is just going to kill a Rel. Kingin's here, but Showmaker is going to come through as well. Dplus credit for, because it's something that they haven't been able to do. As I say that, it is going to be a bit of an engage onto Canyon. Not going to get stunned up here, and he's pretty tanky. Looks for a potential angle, but doesn't quite find the ultimate. Magnet Storm comes in as well, and now they're down there. Poppy, Showmaker trying to get the autos in. Grizzly is so incredibly low, but Kingin grabs 2. Cannon's kind of big, but it's not going to be big enough. As the charm connects, he shifts the sands, he gets himself out, but now it's just
to force your way into the meat grinder there, that choke point into all of that engage, and the Rel. Definitely a mistake here for Dplus in that lead. They just got back, just tossed back over to HLE.
You know, this kind of feels like Poppy syndrome, where you're like, I'm invincible, I'm immortal. Hanwha Esports, they feel confident, they're just committing now.
Yeah, Mega Cone does bring Canyon in. I don't know whether that's exactly where he wants to go, but he breaks the chains and now looks for a stun. Does get it onto Kingin here, who doesn't quite have the shield available. Canyon is incredibly low. It looks like this Baron will just go over to Hanwha Esports. Are they going to win the fight as well? Is the question. As Deft has the Apotheosis, so much damage as everyone goes gold and everyone's down to a GA, and Showmaker's the one doing it. The GA is going to be popped.
Threat before. Oh, he's
oh god, oh god. Okay, let's see. Kellen is going to move on over. Kingen gets himself back, and now Hanwha Life Esports want to deny this soul. They're not going to be able to do so, but can they find a fight here as Canna? He goes golden. Breaks that stopwatch. Kingen in the back of the pit. Diving forward is Zeka, but takes a lot of damage for it. And now Showmaker just dives onto him. And that is so much of their damage down. Viper gonna have to flash away because he was sharing the Acathian Rain with so many Dplus members. He's unable to get the kill, and now it's Canyon. Steadfast presence in hand. Looking for the opportunity. Magnus Storm from Life used defensively as Zeka takes down the kill. Now it's Grizzly's turn to dive on in, but going in one by one is not how you win this. And the Nocturne will be taken out. Def gets so much health back as well.
And these champs are actually getting value out of the kill.
Easy to proc it on multiple people, and it's like everyone is Jax now.
Yeah. Oh, it's so true, and it's very frustrating to deal with.
These fights, the objectives rather, we've all seen them make the opposite choices. Grizzly.
Yeah, Grizzly gonna have to flash here, but there's the flash. Heroic charge from Canyon, slows him down. There's the knock-up, and Showmaker grabs the jungler with 50 seconds until the Baron.
Pressure here, this inhibitor, but Dplus should be able to get this Baron.
Well, Kellen is going to move on in, see what he can do to try and deal with Kingen, and he's going to headbutt Paul and find him. Def diving forward as well, and Kingen is just dead. Down to the GA, but I don't know whether he's going to last much longer, and this is another pick. This one, I think, means a whole lot more. I think we'll guarantee at least a Baron. They might even be able to find the
objectives being isolated and alone, and now Kingen makes the same mistake, overextended with your jungler, with your Nocturne dead. Dplus secure the Baron.
Thankfully, there are Banshee's fails, there are Edges of Night, but this Dragon is going down extraordinarily quickly. Kellen getting himself into the pit. There's the Hex Flash being charged. The Paranoia comes in. They're just... Oh, massive Magnus Storm from Life in the backline. Empress Divide is also huge. Apotheosis! It destroys them. It's Wombo versus Wombo. And Dplus have found it. The Dragon getting in there as well. The Acathian Rain will take down the Crocodile, but somehow everyone else on Dplus survives.
Kingen no flash, but
all
he's
right.
on the edge.
He got Elder. Huge shield. This is almost the end of the game.
And look at the damage Def did there. 6.5k most in his team. The composition.
Whoa.
4D+ comes together. Everyone dives in.
The fight, they have won every critical fight in this game defensively. In Hanwha Life, they had no choice but to opt into it. The Elder was taking down. They had to look for something, but they're going to come up empty, and it looks like Dplus should be able to push themselves to match point.
Yep, 6 items on Def now. As
the wave stack. They've won the end now.
Yeah. They're going to look for it, and Keeper's verdict is going to be a little bit of a short one because there's a fountain there. They're going to annihilate these turrets, though. And look at all of them just diving on top of King, and the Nexus erupts, and match point goes to Dplus Kia. They are 1 game away from the World Championship.
So back and forth throughout this game, but that team fight, that final one was phenomenal, and from the draft set up for how they wanted to play into the dive of Hanwha Life Esports, and after a really...